Hey, yo, what's poppin'?
What the hell was that?
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jamal _ Hockey. And oh my goodness, people, please. We are back. We are here. And for my new people who's tuning into this video, listen. Do y'all see what I see? Do you see what I see?
Or stop it.
You see the Trafalgar Law hat.
Perfect.
You see the Trafalgar Law sword.
Perfect.
You see the Trafalgar Law skin.
Perfect.
But listen, man, my favorite character is Sanji. We go talk about this in a second. We are gonna break everything down as soon as possible. But without further ado, man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Hit the bell to be notified. And if you're new to the channel, check out the affiliate links down below. And at 10K subscribers, we're doing a Q&A special. So make sure you send some questions at the email down below. You feel me? As you guys know, and even if you're new to this channel or not, for the people who are not new to this channel, the title of my channel, the username is Jamal _ Hockey. What exactly does hockey mean? Oh my goodness. It's in relation to One Piece. My favorite all-time manga.
Perfect.
My most watched anime. My most read manga.
Damn, nigga.
Something triggered me to really go ahead and start this series that I'm about to do now. I really want to break down One Piece. I want to discuss One Piece with you guys. I read just about every chapter. I'm on the latest chapter, and if I haven't read every chapter, I watched every episode of the chapters that I have missed. Does that make sense? So I know everything about One Piece, but I really want to go on this journey again. Because when you think about the idea of One Piece, yes, One Piece is the #1 manga / anime in the world. What I wanted to do was really do this not only for myself, but for my anime side, which I like to consider myself a weeb. And the thing on this channel is I do reactions. As you can see, the growth of this channel, I do a lot of reactions. Plus, I do reviews. And I really want to do more of who I am as a person. And who I am as a person is not only watching and reading manga, but I do reviews. I like to review things. I'm a critic. And so what better place to start at than from the beginning of One Piece? And we go from One Piece, and we're gonna start with other things, and we just gonna dive into this and break this down little by little until we just catch up all the way to Wano Kuni right now. Wano Country is where we're at right now, and we're gonna take this journey all the way from the beginning to where we are now. So y'all ready for this roller coaster ride?
Oh my goodness.
So first things first, one of the things I want to talk about is the start of One Piece. One Piece started in July 22nd of 1997. So as you can see, I am currently 24. I was born in 1994. And around the time One Piece started, I was actually only 3. And so it is crucial for people around our generation to take an appreciation to something that obviously predates or came out around the time where we were just infants. And it is good for people to go back and read because they get to learn and pick up on certain things that they didn't get to pick up on. Some of the plot points, some of the pacing, the characterization of the main characters that take place within the realm of One Piece. What exactly One Piece is about? Is it more world building? Is it more focused on the characters? These are things that we really need to, or at least I really want to dive into. And on top of that, it really would help my appreciation for the manga and One Piece even more. So without further ado, we're gonna do this arc by arc. So the first arc in One Piece starts within the East Blue, and the first arc is called Romance Dawn arc. And so pretty much how I break down my reviews, I separate them into 4 parts. Pretty much the first part is a summary synopsis of said thing that I am reviewing. The second thing that I categorize things into is things that I thought was positives, the highlights, things that work for me throughout said thing that I'm reviewing. The third thing is basically things that didn't work for me, things I probably potentially had a problem with or I viewed to be negatives. And then the last thing, which is the fourth one, is pretty much an overall conclusion where we wrap everything up, kind of talk about everything in a nutshell, add a little bits and pieces that I may not got a chance to talk about, and then we give a final ranking, a rating of 1 out of 10, and we do 0.5 scaling. Pretty much the first arc, which is Romance Dawn arc, is pretty much chapters 1 through 7. And what exactly One Piece starts off about, since this is an ongoing series, what it starts off about is you have someone who's currently being executed, which is Gol D. Roger. Gol D. Roger is currently, or at the time before the execution, was known as the Pirate King, King of the Pirates. And he's getting executed. And he throws out this quote or a phrase to say, hey, if you want to know where all my treasure is, basically all the treasure that he collected throughout the seas, because he's collected everything throughout the seas as stated within the chapter. But if you want to get a hold of his possessions, you got to go find it. You got to go find out where this place is. And at this time in the story, we don't know what this place is. It's setting up for the pirate era, setting up for the pirate age, setting up for not the new generation, but for the current generation that's kind of out there to go out to try to reclaim Gol D. Roger's possessions, his treasure, and all those things that he's able to find throughout his travels. And so the main character of this said manga, and what we come to find out, is Monkey D. Luffy. Luffy is a bonehead. He's a simpleton. He has a goal in mind. He wants to be the king of the pirates. He wants to be respected. He wants to be known. He doesn't take no for an answer. He doesn't put up for no bull crap, because he knows what he wants to be and he knows what he wants to do. He has people that he admires, he idolizes, and he respects. He wants them to respect him. He wants that from them because he knows that shows his growth. It shows his worth. And if it doesn't show it, he's going to go out and take it and earn it. But not by brute force, but through some type of meaning. Does that make sense? And so pretty much you kind of get that throughout the first 7 chapters, where it goes through a time skip where you see him as a kid and he, boom, steps forward 10 years later, and then he goes out into the sea because he wants to, become a pirate, just like some of the people that he respected, such as Red Hair Shanks, and that's one of the characters we get introduced to. That's pretty much what you find out. And then within the first 7 chapters, he runs across his first mate, which is Roronoa Zoro. Some of the things that I liked and worked for me, pretty much I did like the overall, I want to say overall, but based off the first 7 chapters, I like the idea of the characterization that they at least was able to give for the main character. What we find out from Monkey D. Luffy is that he has a goal in mind. Check. We know what he wants to do. One of the things that we do know for most shonen / action fiction manga, but shonen, is that typically they have a goal in mind that they want to achieve. And the goal that they have in mind is something that typically gets achieved towards the end of the series. So we know that there's something that he wants to do. And what makes it interesting is the idea of being Pirate King, at least from what we know, is you literally have to be, you don't have to be the strongest based off what we was able to see within the 7 chapters. But what we do know is that as long as you're able to find where this said treasure is and find out where this location is, you technically would be and can be king of the pirates. And that is what Luffy is trying to do. He may not know how to do it just yet, but the idea of him he's willing to die for his dreams. And they stated that very bluntly and very clearly. Also, when Zoro is introduced within the series, you really get to know about his motivation, his resilience, his perseverance, all those things, even within his characterization, with a small moment, you know that he's even willing to die for his dreams as well. And so you got these two people who eventually become crewmates. And it's just lovely to know that these two characters, they have a goal that was introduced. They have, I guess you could say, a motives. They have things going for them and working for them within just the 7 chapters to make you want to know more about the characters. I like some of the world building just off the little bit between different locations. First 7 chapters, we moving, we going. Luffy is already on the go. He's moving. Like, he doesn't even know where to start, where to go, but he just going. Because that's just what pirates do. Woo! The artwork for something that came out around the 1997s, the 90s, it was pretty dope. I was messing with it. The designs, especially if you want to look at the design for, let's say, Axe Hand Morgan.
Perfect.
Interesting with the axe for that. That was pretty dope. I like that. The design of Roro Zoro. Perfect. I like that. I guess you could say the design for Luffy is pretty basic, but I do like the straw hat. And come on, who doesn't like straw hats? Some of the things that didn't work for me, honestly, and this is a problem. I'm not gonna lie, this is a big problem. So you get into the idea of what we know now in terms of the first 7 chapters, not what I know, but what we know in terms of the video, is that there's these things called devil fruits. And these devil fruits are, you know, basically frowned upon, essentially, but they do give you power, so there is something good about them. But the thing is, although you're granted with abilities and powers and stuff like that, you won't be able to swim. You're unable to swim, and that's what we know so far. What I didn't like about it is that Luffy was able to get a hold of a devil fruit and accidentally eat it. Here's the issue with that. Based off how the panels was working, it literally went from him just stuffing food in his face to him eating a devil fruit.
Halfway.
And I just want to know, how did he get this devil fruit in his possessions? Because if you go panels later, you see that you have the big guy. I'm not gonna say his name. I know his name, but as for the 7 chapters, we don't know his name. But you have the big guy. He says, yo, that devil fruit is gone. It was in a chest. So how did Luffy sitting down accidentally eat a fruit that's supposed to be in the chest?
Not on my watch.
And then there was one other thing as well. Kobe, he was a cleaner, cleaning the ship and stuff like that, right? We do know who he is. Kobe's an interesting character, right? Weak, feeble, small-minded thinker. So many different things you can include with his character. That's not something that bothers me. That's just his character, which is pretty interesting. But what's not interesting is that you have this person is an inkling compared to any other character. He's weak, small, and yet he gets shot somewhere, looks like in the arm, shoulder region, location, and you vividly see him. They purposely drew it out so you can see that he was bleeding. He did express pain. He expressed sharp pain, like he said he was going to die. But here's the issue, here's the problem. You go away with it. You do away with it. It's not even in there. You don't even see him bleeding anymore. You don't see him get bandaged up, wrapped up or anything. Okay, let's say maybe the bullet grazed him. At least write that in there. It's like you forgot that he got shot, and that's what it seems like. And it's weird because he got shot and it wasn't addressed anymore. And that kind of bothers me, because when you think about consistency, like, consistency does matter, right? If anyone says it matters. I was hoping that it was going to get addressed again within the first 7 chapters, and it didn't. Let's just go ahead and wrap everything up. All in all, first 7 chapters, anyone jumping into this series should be intrigued enough based off the first 7 chapters to want to continue. One of the focal points that will cause someone to want to continue the series is that when you're dealing with something like a world building, anything in relation to world building, anything in relation to traveling, growing, achieving something, having a strong goal in mind that possibly, keyword possibly, will take a lot of strength to get to that said goal, you want to see it through. The first 7 chapters does a good job to want you to cause you to say, hey, I want to see the development of Luffy. Hey, I want to see the development of Zoro. Hey, I even want to see the development of Kobe.
Maybe.
I want to see where he goes, because even he has a goal and dream.
Facts.
They focus heavily on that. Even people like certain side characters and stuff like that, from Axan Morgan having certain goals and dreams and how he feels about himself and about life. And I liked how they took the time to introduce that. But like I said, some of the things in terms of consistency in relation to injuries and how Luffy was able to obtain said devil fruit if it was in a chest and he unknowingly ate it accidentally, that's kind of wonky. It's kind of wonky, right? So all in all, for the first 7 chapters for Romance Dawn arc, I will give it probably a solid 7.5, which is not bad. It's just that it wasn't enough for me to give it a 8 or 9 or anything like that, but it wasn't bad. It was good, but it's a solid 7.5, and I'm sticking with that. And that's it for the video, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Hit the bell to be notified. And if you're new to the channel, check out the affiliate links down below. And at 10K subscribers, we're doing a Q&A special, so make sure you send some questions at the email down below. You feel me? So that's your boy Jamal _Hockey, and peace.